this is Alpha Ali. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. So today I'm doing a VOD review. This is actually for Froggy. We've not had a Froggy VOD in a while, so it's really, really nice to have one. They're currently in Plat 1. They basically put this game felt really, really good aside from a few hiccups. But the main thing is anything I could have done maybe to push this game into a win, as getting a draw after 20 minutes could be really, really frustrating. And 100% I'm honestly, what's it called? I 100% agree as well. Purely because, what's it called? Especially with like 2CP not being in the game anymore, whenever you get a draw, I just feel like it's like the worst thing in the world. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like the worst. But we'll just kind of see maybe what we could have maybe done, just kind of like help our team out a tiny bit more. But just really quickly, if you guys are wanting your own Mercy VOD review, are you wanting your own free Mercy VOD review? I do them live on my Twitch for free at 2 PM UK on Sundays. They cost 7,500 channel points, which you simply get by just watching the streams. If you can't make it that time, then do not worry, as I also record them offline whenever I'm free, and all of them get uploaded to this channel. But if you guys want to see any of my own gameplay as well, you can visit my main channel. If you do need any help with anything, then don't be afraid to message any of my lovely mods on Discord. The links for everything that I've just mentioned will be down in the description. Now, back to the VOD. And yes, we'll kind of like just get straight into it. Just quickly look at your team comp before we do start. We have ourselves an Ashe and a Soldier, which are absolutely perfect for us to sit in damage boost, because obviously, you know, they're amazing just to damage boost as Mercy. Ashe is going to be probably our main blue beam for the majority of it. Orisa as well is perfect as well to sit in damage boost. And obviously our, our Kiri as well is really, really great to just damage boost, especially with all the buffs as well that Kiri got very, very recently. So she could also very easily help out our Orisa as well, which is perfect. One key thing I'm going to say as well to you, Froggy, is I really don't like where you're playing to start off with. What I'd like you to do is, instead of playing in this room, play off to the side and break all these barriers. The reasoning is because if you try to peek out main, if these guys start to rotate or anything, our head just gets popped off like straight away, okay? So if you can, try to play it off to the side over here and kind of like play it like dangling over here if you can, okay? So I'd rather you played over here and dangled over here than us playing main over here and then getting headshot or something like that. Like this, okay? Also, just quick little apologies as well to anyone that's watching. Normally, I do these VODs on my Xbox. Sorry, not on my Xbox, on my PC even. I did it on my Xbox today because sadly there's a few issues with my PC. Okay, so nice obviously starting off. We do end up dropping, which is completely fine because I do expect a hit scan on this map. It's very, very rare that you do not get a hit scan on this map, so that's alright. Loving the damage, loving the kind of thing with your beams right now, but it's like you're trying to damage boost whoever's doing the actual damage at the time. Very, very nice. Awesome. At this point, I'd be looking to try to back off a tiny bit more, just purely because I feel like they're going to start coming in a little bit, which is completely fine. Chuck your beam on your Ashe here. That's fine. Cannot do anything for your Soldier there, unfortunately, because they're just doing a bad rotation. Nice rotation with your Ashe, though. Very nice res. Unfortunately, your Orisa doesn't end up falling during that, but that should be your Kiri trying to pick up on the heals there. Just make sure you're trying to ping this res on just in case people don't realize. But this is absolutely the correct thing for you to do here, to go for this res. It's just unfortunately your Kiri's not there to help your Orisa, basically. She should be there to help keep her up, okay? But we'll keep going. At this point, it's kind of like just making sure that we stay alive so we can maybe get a recontest or something here. So it's all good. Taking up on our Ashe, which is perfect. Very, very nice. Helping our team. Okay, don't go and help Kiri here. Kiri will have TP in order to get back in a second, and I don't want you to risk, you kind of like taking a lot of excess damage just to be able to get our beam onto her, for her to TP back to her team in a second, okay? So just allow yourself just to play kind of, I say passively, play in a way that means you can help your DPS, but also, so just keep your eye on the Kiri for when she TPs back so we can get our beam onto her straight away. Had a tank complaining in my ear the whole time. Well, that honestly, I mean, kind of understandable in the first one because your Kiri should be able to hit a Zuzu onto your Orisa to keep her alive there while you rezzed. But if the tank is like screaming in your ear, just mute him. I'm at that point with like people at this point where it's like if they start being like rude to me and stuff, I'm just like mute straight away. But we'll keep going. So yeah, as you can see, Kiri ends up TPing away. If we play further back, it's better for our Kiri because it means that she can get further back. Just unfortunately, you guys do end up kind of staggering ever so slightly, and it's just purely because we're trying to look for, to try and look for her, okay? I'd rather you played back, allowed your Kiri to TP back further, and do you see how it takes longer for the Sigma and everyone to be able to walk onto us, and it means that we can start rotating as well a little bit more, okay? So just don't kind of like be pushed up as much, okay? Let's keep going though. I'm just gonna have my drink while you reset. And unfortunately do end up kind of capping. Now, We have a Moira now. This is a little bit harder for us now. First thing is because obviously Mercy Moira isn't the best. And second thing is the fact that there's a lot of high grounds on this map. Which means that we might have to focus people more on the high grounds. Some more, and then obviously allow our Moira to heal those on the low ground. Because it can be quite hard for her to, to move and everything. Alright, let's keep going. So, Widow's up top. We can res. Very nice res. Nice that you wait for your Orisa to rotate though. Very, very nice. I like how you don't end up risking it, because I would have hated it if you did, okay? Nice. Just really be careful of that Widow. Can't do anything more there, unfortunately. Nice. Okay, I heard Widow on the low ground, which means we could probably rotate up if we need to here. Nice. Good rotation here. Good position. Stay where you are, though. Stay where you are, okay? If you're safe, stay in that space, okay? Us playing up here and just kind of playing about with the Widow, maybe just doing like a little crouch peek here to get it on, another crouch peek behind and stuff like that, is more than enough for you to try and keep up your Orisa here, okay? You end up kind of making, I think, this bad rotation, then we just end up kind of popping the Valk thinking, oh my gosh, it's bad, and then we pop the Valk, okay? If you're safe, stay in that space. You were really, really, like, good over here, so just play over here and keep going, okay? So we end up popping the Valk. Good damage boost here. Good damage boost on the ult. Widow's main, so I'd be looking to rotate away from here if you can. Nice. Nice. I can hear Tracer on the high ground. Don't do a kind of sling GA with your Orisa here, like as like a little panicky one. Look for that straight GA onto your onto your Widow. Because if we do the straight GA and then the Tracer blinks onto us, we already have the GA available to GA ourselves somewhere else if we need to. Or maybe go up onto the thing. Up onto here if we need to. Okay, let's keep going. Nice helping our Orisa here. Unfortunately, you're not going to do anything more for her because she just ends up getting solo to buy an Alari. Is what it is. Your Moira ends up killing the thingy, which is great. Look for that rotation up onto the high ground here to make sure that our Widow is okay. Also, second thing as well, because the Widow's gone, it means we have that free reign to kind of like stand up on the high grounds if we need to. The reason why I want you to stand up on the high grounds is just to be careful of that Tracer, because we know the Tracer's going to be lurking about somewhere if you can, okay? Let's keep going. So nice. Awesome. So at this point, I hope that your Ashe will rotate up to high ground. I don't think she's going to, though, which is the unfortunate thing. So don't be afraid to kind of like just say to your Ashe, like, hey, like, do you want to go up high or something like that? Because then that means that, what's it called? We can set up on the high ground really, really nice and get some good picks off. Nice. Nice peel for your Moira here. Can I just say as well, Froggy, I'm loving your GAs from cover to cover. It's absolutely beautiful. Nice res. Really good escape route looking as well. Very, very nice. Oh, just don't sling yourself into a rally, okay? Really, really nice. But for your escape route here, instead of you slinging yourself into, what's it called? Into the rally with your hog over here, I want you to sling yourself underneath here. The reason is because your Moira has this all under control right now, and I know there's going to be nobody kind of pushing her at the moment. So instead of you, you know, having your back off, like, lovely, obviously, having that back off and that escape there, just make sure that you're, instead, rotate yourself here. That Widow yelled at me for that res, and it was a good one. It was a really good res, okay? But, and really nice escape route as well. Just, honestly, you can either do it as a cancel Jason's boxes, in which case, you know, we can help her out, or we make it a sling over to here. Just make sure we're not slinging directly into the enemy team, okay? Let's keep going. Before she ends up getting taken out, and then, yeah, we end up with a bad GA as well ourselves, which is all good. We just reset, go again, just once again, make sure that we're being really, really careful with what's called our GAs, especially with how kind of dominant Widowmaker is at the moment, because she's just got a 4K. So we're on Tracer, which means we can play with our, what's called our Ashe a lot more, which is perfect. I would just go into spawn at this point and rotate spawns, because there's no way we're going to be able to push out here. So it's just better if the whole team comes back and we just go for a reset. I fear this may be a chatting in chat moment, which is fine. But yeah, I'd rather you went for a respawn here than anything else. Okay, you can just play safe here because you've got the health pack, right? So just play, not so much aggressively, but just wait for your hog to back off a little bit more so we can get a nice sling off. I may have been typing. That's fine. I was just wondering like why you went AFK of like a second. I was like, oh my gosh. That's fine. Nice. The Tracer has no recall, which is perfect. At this point, we're just waiting for our Ashe to get back. So that's all good. Nice. Nice. So our Moira's coalescing in the back line, you know, as they do. So just make sure that we're helping our Hog, which is perfect. Really, really nice. Okay, we need to make sure that we're helping our Moira with coming back if we can. So yes, our Moira's, you know, coalescing the back line as they do kind of thing. So just if you can, make sure that we're looking for whenever she GAs, whenever she gets out. I don't know whether that would be able to save her, but it's just making sure that we're there, we're ready to kind of peel back for her if we can. Don't res. We don't want to res here because the Tracer was the one that was kind of going around and attacking and blinking on her. So us doing a res right in front of a Tracer is just basically a death wish, okay? So just because we can hear the Tracer if they have a Tracer, I'd be looking to make sure the Tracer is absolutely nowhere near this res, okay? What we can do is we can work with our team and build up our Valk and then go for the res if we want to. But remember, our Moira has just used Coalescence as well, so it's nothing that we desperately need the Moira for, okay? So instead of you going to try and help here, I'd be looking to maybe do a super jump or something. No, sorry, not a super jump even. That's not what I'm trying to get. Just doing a GA or something to try and get yourself away from that Tracer. Build up our Valk. We can then use our Valk to try and go for a res after that, okay? Fortunately, you end up getting stuck as well with the pull spawn because Tracers are just weird like that to cancel your res sometimes. And it is what it is. We just reset, go again. We're going to have whole Hog and Valk for the next team fight along with a pulse, which should be great, okay? Moira sadly gets taken out again. We can't do anything about that because we don't have res. We just have to just kind of basically play for last team fight at this point. So nice. Nice coming down to go and help your Tracer. Good res. Move out, which is good. Nice, we get the pylon. Okay, so if we're safe, once again, if we're safe, stay in that space, okay? Nice, obviously, you know, you went to go get the pylon because the pylon's going to do a ton of healing, so really, really nice. But then we just end up GAing for no apparent reason, don't we? We just end up doing like this weird GA across, that's how we end up getting caught out with this flux, okay? If you're safe, stay in that space. We were so safe up here, and we can even GA ourselves all the way up to here if we need to, okay? Widows play really, really far back in their backline right now, so we're not really too fussed about where we're playing with this flux, okay? Sorry, with our what's called? With our positioning right now. As long as we're playing out of LOS of the Tracer, we're not playing too close to her, and as long as the Alara is not trying to focus fire on us, we're pretty free to play wherever we want, okay? So don't force yourself to do this like weird rotation that we don't need to do. Instead, what I want you to do is I want you just to kind of play over to the side still. It means we can still quickly turn for our Ashe if we need to, and we're not going to get caught out by the flux, okay? Nice, obviously, you know, going to go and touch and everything, which is perfectly fine. We end up going for the health pack, which is fine, and unfortunately our team get off. You did your absolute, you know, best to just be able to kind of like, what's it called, stall it out and everything, which is perfect. Went for the health pack because, you know, you were weak and everything. You couldn't do anything more than what you did there, Froggy, to be honest, for that last bit. It's just making sure that we're not getting caught out by the flux or anything. Just making sure that we're playing off to the side and playing safe. Overall, Froggy, I feel like you're playing really well so far. It's just unfortunate that your team are just getting rolled over by this Widowmaker. Alright, keep going though. I would say, personally, the stealth person isn't doing too great. So if you do want to kind of switch to another hero, by all means do it. Because I don't feel like your Widow is... Oh, sorry, what? Like, your previous Ashe was getting enough value out of the damage boost. Because we now have a different Ashe, it might be that it's different. So in which case, you know, by all means, play Mercy and everything. But I think that's just kind of one thing to kind of just be wary of. That they're not doing too great with the damage boost. So we'll keep going though, see what ends up happening with this new Ashe. So they're probably gonna have Widow again because the Widow was absolutely dominant. So, you know, I know they're also probably gonna have Tracer as well, so we just gotta look out for that, okay? So they have Widow up on height. Probably. Nice. So at this point we're just rotating. I love your GAs with cover here, it's absolutely amazing. I've been playing Kiri and Honor a lot. I'm kind of cracked. Well, if you've been playing them a lot, Sweet, and you feel like your DPS aren't doing too much with the Mercy, don't be afraid to switch, okay? An Honor would be pretty good here, or even like what's it called, a Kiri, just to be able to kind of like help with the Tracer and everything. It depends on how oppressive the Tracer's being with you, but I would say a Kiri would be a really strong pick here if you felt comfortable with it. But once again, it depends on your own comfortability. I can't speak with you, Sweet. All right. That's fine. We have to rotate up to, let's go and help our D.Va here. Once I love how you switch up as soon as your, what's called, Alari's there. Absolutely perfect, okay? Nice. Just make sure we're getting our beam onto the grapple a little bit sooner if you can. Nice damage boost when the D.Va dives in. Your beam management, your positioning right now, Froggy, is absolutely amazing, okay? My only thing is don't force yourself to keep peeking this Widowmaker, okay? What you can do is you can use one of these guys looking down and away to rotate. And then can you see how when we're peeking the D.Va this way, we're not going to peek the Widowmaker? Or keep on peeking this angle, we're going to keep peeking the Widowmaker, right? But if we go over to this side, we're not going to peek the Widowmaker as much, okay? So don't be afraid to make that rotation looking down and away, especially after the Widow's just taken a shot, because we can help our D.Va out a little bit nicer there. Okay, let's keep going. So fortunately, D.Va just dives in and gets D-Max. We need to kind of nice, really instant res there. Perfect. Unfortunately, not too much more we can do there. Nice. Nice heals here. Really nice. The Widow's gone. That is absolutely perfect for our team here. Lovely peel for our Widow. Just nothing we can do. Make that a GA, like a straight, really like aggressive GA here to go to your Ashe. The reason is because you don't want the Brig now to start walking onto you guys. But also, they're down a Brig because the Brig has decided to go in int in, okay? So use that opportunity here to be able to kind of get yourself really aggressive and get yourself ready to kind of aggress in with your D.Va and your Ashe in a second, okay? You don't just want to run away from her. Oh, go on. Slade. We don't want kind of like just to go and be like, okay, I'm out of the way of her. We want to also be out of the way of her and be able to help our team, okay? Nice heals here. Because she has the pylon here now, though, as soon as you have the kind of opportunity to, I'd go and help your, what's called your Ashe. It's just unfortunate that she gets two-shot here. There is physically nothing you can do. You can't even out-heal that or anything. Your D.Va should be out here DMing it. She's too busy looking at your pylon. Oh, wait, hold on. I think she's going to do a bomb over the top. Watch this. She's going to bomb over the top. Yeah, she should be the DMing. We can get a res though, as well, because when that bomb's coming over the top, right, the whole enemy team are gonna be like, oh my gosh, where's that bomb? Okay, perfect time for you to go and res. We don't need to Valk for it because the bomb is enough of a distraction for us to have it, so we don't need to Valk it because let's say this doesn't end up getting a lot of what's called kills and everything, then obviously we Valk it. But because this has just got 2 on its own, we don't need to we don't need to pop the Valk at all for this. The bomb is enough of a distraction for us to do a rotation here to res before we carry on, okay? Valk to send a message. Message received, Froggy. Message received. Just make sure you're not walking directly into her. Second thing as well is whenever you feel like they're going to start recontesting, which you know that Sigma's going to be doing, make sure we're playing off the point. For example, I know the Sigma's going to recontest, so just don't look for it, okay? Don't be on the point, that's what I'm trying to get at. Nice ult as well from our Lori. And the Brig-based rally, which is absolutely huge. Nice, okay. Also, let's keep going. It's unfortunate we use a lot of ults there, to be honest. Like, I would have probably said maybe, like, hold off on the what's it called. Someone just asked, does Miz heal more with Valk? Yeah, she does. I think it goes from 55 HP per second to 60 HP a second. So it's only slight. And also, a really fun fact, I'm going to tell you guys this now. If you continue holding your heal beam on the exact same person after you've finished the Valk, it keeps up that 60 HP until the beam is broken, or you switch to a damage boost, or you heal someone else. So, for example, if you want to desperately keep up a tank, or for example, if you want to desperately keep up someone after a Valk, just keep your beam and just make sure that you keep it on that person for as long as possible, and you keep the 60 HP up as well. So, there we are. That's Ali's fun facts of the day. Anyways, we'll keep on going though. So, can't do anything more about that. Unfortunate. Good rotation back. Nothing you can physically do about that. You did as much as you could. Nice picks from your Tracer. The res isn't there anymore, so don't worry too much about it. What I'd like you to do here is, honestly, and it's going to seem boring, but just sit on the payload. Now, I know they've just popped sights, and I know it's going to completely counteract what I'm going to say, but you going up onto the Tracer right now, what's called up here right now, is not only giving away the Tracer's position when she wants to try and go around for the Widow in a second, but also there's just no need for us because she's not doing anything. The Tracer right now is just trying to set up for the next team fight, and us going up here like this is baiting her out, okay? So obviously, yes, I know they just pop sights, so it completely counteracts what I've done, but let's say they don't end up popping sights, for example, the Widow's not done enough to have sights, or still putting the beam on here is gonna, you know, provide the Sigma, for example. Oh, Tracer's here, let's go and rock her, make sure she's got no recall, so it means it's gonna be harder for her to engage in the next team fight. So all we really need to do here is sit on the point. Sit on the point, maybe damage boost our Alara for like some nice spam or something, maybe wait for our D.Va to go and dive in on someone, but in reality, who's our main target out of everyone? It's our Ashe, okay? So what we're doing is we're essentially just waiting for the Ashe to come. So just play around here, wait for the Ashe to come, and then we can start going in. Okay? Nice damage boost. See, if the Tracer ends up getting baited out, then by all means go and do it, okay? But while like the Tracer's being hidden, don't look to do it, okay? Nice. Nice, go and help your Tracer here. Ooh. Good res. Oh, it's just unfortunate they ends up coming for the headshot afterwards. I like this res. This is a really great res, and your D.Va should have definitely been here to go and help out a little bit more. Really, just a really nice res. Just unfortunately your D.Va wasn't there to help DM for the rest of it. Alright? Keep going. Because I'm having a bit more of a drink while I wait. I find that whenever I'm doing the VODs, or I do like a lot of them like back to back, because I'm talking so much, my throat ends up going like towards the end of it. So I'm trying to like be a little bit more conscientious and like trying to like to drink more throughout the VODs. But it's good. We're back. Really, really nice. We'll see what we end up doing. So currently on point. I'd push up here. Nice. Good damage with some Tracer here. Okay, so we don't need Valk here. We don't need Valk here. We could have done all this without Valk here. Okay, let's quickly rewind it. Sorry, it just ended up rewinding loads of time on the console. Okay, so really nice, obviously, you know, helping your Tracer. Once again, lovely GA to a piece of cover. Don't be afraid, by the way, to use one of these guys to be able to angle yourself to get up to the Ashe, by the way. I know, because you're trying to, like, force yourself to, like, have this Tracer. Remember, you've got these two guys over here as well to help you try and get to Ashe if you need to. Obviously, you do end up kind of cutting it short. Now, we can get a straight GA off to go and help your, what's called, because what's going to happen is the Alari's going to be focusing the Ashe, and you're not going to be able to do anything to this Ashe. Ashe is dead, no matter what, because she's been solo ulted by the Alari, and sadly, we can't get to her. So, that's Ashe dead. We can't do anything about that, okay? But what can we do stuff about, okay? Well, we can maybe try and help out Tracer and play aggressively here. However, I know that you want to, obviously, you know, go and peel back and go and help our D.Va. So, perfect. If you want to just do a straight GA, just do a straight GA back to our D.Va. That gives us opportunity to their next GA to go up here and come and res. And can you see how we've done all of that without being able to use our Valk? Because I would rather we used our Valk for a little bit more of an important team fight. Because right now, we don't really need, you know, what's it called? We don't need this Valk. Because everything that we've just done has all been possible without it. Sure, we could maybe pop it now or something, if we feel like we need it, with like, especially the extra healing and everything. But we could have definitely saved it. At least that first bit. Okay? Keep going though. Nice. Awesome. Push forward here with your Ashe. You're not desperate to have 3 on point here, because it's not like it's getting like to the last like 30 seconds or something. So I want you to push up with your Ashe here. Okay? I super jump up, just make sure you're going to be up with her. Yeah, so it's just making sure that we're with her already and we're not kind of reacting to her being up there. Keep playing with her, keep playing with her. Pistol behind. Really well played there, okay? I want to talk about this play from Froggy here. Absolutely perfect. I just want to talk about it. For anyone that doesn't really know why I'm saying this, or like normal like people get shouted at being like, oh, you know, you're shooting the Doom Fist or anything, okay? This is absolutely beautifully played by Froggy here. I think my only kind of instance here is everyone's really healthy right now and the pylon's up, so we're not desperate to drop back down to go and do anything here, okay? So I think my only kind of iffy bit here is just make sure that we're staying committed with the Ashe. Okay, so we've realized here that the Doom is trying to block here. Doom can only block from the front, which means his back is completely unprotected, okay? So absolutely love that you come back with a pistol from behind and be like, pew, 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 because then it makes the Doomfist rotate around and turn and be like, oh, like, who do I focus? Like, do I focus the Mercy or do I focus the Ashe? Beautifully played here, Froggy. Lovely aim as well. Loved all of it. You played that so beautifully. Go res, go res. Nice. Okay, we just need to res that as instantaneously as you could, okay? The reasoning is because we don't want to give time for the Hanzo to get the health pack and then come back up. Because that's exactly what the Hanzo's doing right now, okay? Hanzo has been doing this 1v1 with the Ashe. You know from your tick markers that the Ashe got quite a bit of damage off onto that Hanzo. So he's going to drop back and look for heals before he comes up and repeats. It'd be a bit stupid to just, you know, come and just, you know, get you straight away, okay? So while he's doing that, go for the res instantaneously. If we go for the res instantaneously, it gives us that extra second for us to get a GA back. So it means that the Hanzo's not going to focus us with his storm arrows, but rather he's going to focus the Ashe, okay? So it's just making sure that we're doing that res a tiny bit quicker. I respect the res, though. It's what you need to do. You just need to make sure that you're doing it quicker, okay? Hopefully Ashe wins out this 1v1 now, which she does very, very nicely. And you guys end up winning out anyway, so it's all good. But it's just making sure that we're, you know, we're making sure that we're not getting picked off there, okay? Keep going, though. So same thing again, we're playing with Ashe on the high ground. Make sure that we're playing off the other side, because it's so much nicer. We do have a Hog this time, rather than D.Va, which is kind of a blessing and a curse for us. Nice, so we end up rotating around. Nice rotation back here. Good flip onto the damage boost. Lovely rotation from cover to cover Froggy. I absolutely adore it. Good ping. Good escape route as well. Very, very nice. This is where I wanted to play earlier, by the way. Kind of like just crouched up on the high ground. So much nicer. Can't do anything there. Oh, don't go pistol. Don't go pistol, okay? So, once our thingy dies here, they're going to start pushing through from this room. We just have to think to ourselves, okay, who's going to be able to defend from this room? Because we're not going to be able to do anything here. And we don't want to walk into this room because, yes, they have a Hog, but Hogs are very unreliant. And also, let's say he goes to hook the Moira and the cast could just easily walk, pew, 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 and you're gone, okay? So what I want you to do here instead is as soon as that Alari dies, think to yourself, okay, pylon's still up, which is perfect. So we don't need to focus too much on healing a lot more at this moment. I want you to instead think, okay, our Ashe is going to go for a flank. Let's maybe push up with her a tiny bit, but not too much. So we can try and enable her a little bit more, okay? Because we're not going to be able to get the res off and we want to try and make sure that we're committed with the Ashe. Nice heals here. Rotate now. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Nice. Good rotation there. You are just very, very lucky that the cast did not just walk around and come to you in this room, okay? Whenever you get an opportunity like that, do a quick little GA bunny hop into this room a little bit sooner, okay? Nice rotation here. Just make sure we're definitely getting that health pack here. If we just did it, instead of like you just kind of panicking thinking, oh, I've got to get back to Alari, I've got to get back to Alari, okay? If we do that ever so slight sidestep here, we get the health pack and then we can J back to go and go to Alari and we would be able to get out there, okay? Thought he was gonna walk on me, which is what I thought he was gonna do as well, which is why I was saying, you know, we need to rotate, okay? I was quite surprised that he didn't actually. But yeah, just make sure we're grabbing that health pack here as well, okay? Let's keep going. So Hanzo sadly gets a pick onto your Tracer as well. Sorry, grab a bit of my drink while you respawn. Our team pre-city is set, which is all good, so it means we're not like, you know, panicking to try and get back or anything. So I can hear D.Va up on high ground, so obviously, you know, just being careful of that as we're coming back out. Nice help. So don't go with Bob here. Help our Ashe. And help our Tracer, okay? The reasoning is because they're probably going to start what's called plowing down the D.Va. Because if we demech the D.Va here before she gets bomb, it's going to be pretty much GG's for them, okay? We do end up, obviously, you know, push up with Bob, which is fine. But they've got an Ana. Ana's going to very easily just sit there and just sleep the Bob for days, okay? As we out of position here, yes. And I think it's because you see the Bob and you think, oh, Bob's going to do a lot in that back line, and we end up going forward, okay? Bob would do a lot in here if they didn't have an Ana. It's just unfortunate that they swapped to Ana, so it means Ana has that sleep ready for that Bob. She's going to save it for that Bob, gets herself into a nice position, and Bob's not going to do anything anymore, okay? What I want you to do instead here is I want you to focus on trying to work with your Ashe or your Tracer to work down the D.Va mech, okay? So you do end up in like a little bit of a bad position. Oh, and then we end up changing into the back line. And then we end up dying here, okay? So yeah, so it's just making sure that we're not panicking too much once we get into this bad position here. Because you end up team up on this high ground, which is perfect. Just stay up on this high ground, okay? There's no kind of risk or anything to us at this very moment in time on that high ground. So just play safe, okay? And think to yourself, okay, let's be calm. They're bombing. Let's go in after bomb, and then we can start doing what we need to do, okay? But we don't need to sling ourselves forward into the back line as we did, okay? And to be honest, it's kind of lucky that because I know obviously this game's already a draw. I feel like it's very, very lucky that they don't really get too much of a recon test right now. Or at least a easy-ish one. You know, they don't just kind of like plow through the rest of your team, especially with you not being there. Your Lari pops off there as well. Nice, yeah. Your team set are kind of popping off without you, which is nice. Okay, so let's keep going. So we have a Bastion this time, which is fine, but it just means obviously, you know, we need to try and make sure that we're looking out for him a little bit more. It's not like a Tracer that, you know, we just allow just to blink out anywhere. Nice and flicks to the Bastion as soon as he's doing this. It's like little turret mode. When your ass is rotating, I would look to use your Bastion to rotate, so it means I have options between the two. Right now, like, you're not rotating quick enough, so it's kind of like that element of the surprise with the Ashe. Instead, we're going to be being reactive with the Ashe in a second and being like, oh, but the Ashe is being shot, and then we're going to go and help her, okay? Think to yourself, be proactive and think to yourself, okay, I need to go and help my Ashe here. Let's rotate early. So we rotate early, so it means we can still keep our beam onto the Bastion, don't get me wrong, because we can still rotate and have our beam onto someone, but it means then we can also be ready in there with our Ashe, okay? Nice heals though. Nice. Okay, he's anti, so just leave him. Okay, if he's sleeping, go and damage boost someone else because you're not gonna be able to do anything with your beams there. And you have some very nice damage boost targets, like for example your D.Va, who's like trying to poke out right now, and you're a Lari as well. So just go and damage boost one of them instead for now. Good instantaneous res though. Nice damage boost, damage boost. Oh, you see it's damage boost there. If you damage boost there, I fear your Sigma I fear that Sigma dies. It's just unfortunate that I feel like we're too busy trying to focus on healing onto some of those full like HP because I didn't hear any ticks or anything. Just damage boost there. Sorry, I skipped forward, I didn't mean to do that. That's so good. Good damage boost onto onto Bastion here. Good damage boost onto Baby D.Va because obviously, you know, we're trying to work her mech up a tiny bit as well. Can't do anything for your Bastion there. So because your D.Va's currently like backed off, like, and you know, is not really trying to shoot anyone, I know that you want to try and get her mech back, but if she's going over to go and type, and she's probably going to type to the Bastion, let's be honest, we need to try and maybe still capitalize from this, in which case we're going to G ourselves forward and try and work with the Ashe, okay? Let's keep going. He ends up dying. At this point, we just need to back out and reset. G into this room here. Nice. D.Va just ended up getting back into mech, but she's going to get D-mech straight away. At this point, we just need a big team fight reset and go again. Alright. So, hello, Bastion. Go help your Ashe right now, because your Ashe is the one that's doing damage. Also, Ashe is just 10 times better than your Bastion, because Bastion's probably going to go in a nice little like flank or something right now. Nice helping your Ashe. Okay, because your Ashe wants to rotate up here, don't waste your time rotating this way. Instead, just rotate this way, so it means we can get more damage in. Nice. Once again, res, it's just unfortunately ends up kind of getting slammed about and everything. Just can't do anything about that. The Bastion's taking way too much damage. Get your beam onto your Bastion. So at this point, get your beam onto the Bastion so he's full HP for when he re-peaks this. Because what's going to happen is your Ashe is going to back off while she's antied. So it gives us a chance to top up a Bastion and then we can go back to topping up our Ashe in a second. They're going to Dragon's main. So that gives us a nice plenty of time to be able to top everyone up and everything, which is perfect. Nice. I'd Valk here. Valk. 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 We Valk too late. The reason why I want you to Valk here is for that extra healing, okay? So, I'm going to talk you through it. So, dragons happen, which is a perfect time for us to, what's it called, to build up our what's called, our Valk, okay? So we say Valkyrie is almost ready. Lovely, but we can see that as we're really, really focused on trying to damage boost this, our diva is wasting her entire DM to try and help with it. And it means that when her DM gets dropped, she's got no DM, she's not in a good position, she's going to instantly die, okay? So it's all well and good you trying to go aggressive here to try and help your Alari, but you can still remember as well, there's no beam breakage as well when we go to pop our Valk. So when we pop our Valk, I want you to try and keep it on, but if your Alari isn't going to pop that, what's called that, ult in the next kind of like 30 seconds or so, we're going to go and heal. Because what ends up happening is we end up kind of popping our Valk too late, and then everyone just dies. Because everyone's already crit, and they go into a flux, and then everyone just dies, okay? So what I want you to do here is as soon as you have a possibility time, we pop that Valk as soon as we get it, so we can help everyone, okay? Let's keep going. What ends up happening is I feel like you're kind of like holding off where you don't need to. I just want you to just pop it. Just pop that Valk. So it ends up coming up. Everyone's getting fluxed. Nice, bros. Good, obviously damage boost with the bomb. And yeah, we ended up kind of just dying here, unfortunately. I will say, Froggy, this isn't on you. If you're trying to blame yourself for this loss, this is not on you, because you played really, really well, okay? It's just unfortunate that one of your DPS was not the best in that game. I'm gonna be very, very honest. Like, they were just not really with it, I will be honest, but it's completely not on you, sweet, okay? But if you ever have an opportunity like that where it's like, you know, one DPS isn't performing as well as the other, just fully commit into helping that one DPS that's doing well. Okay, so if you feel like, and you see that it's not going well, either switch off or go to the other DPS. Or go to your tank, or just go to someone else other than the DPS that's doing bad, okay? Because I feel like that might help you out a tiny bit more, okay? And with that last team fight, I think definitely pop Valk earlier. I'm not saying that's going to help everyone out in the flux, but it could definitely do something, okay? But other than that, Froggy, honestly, it was really, really great. Your movement for the majority of the time was really, really great. Your beam management was absolutely beautiful as well. Whoever you had your beam on as well, like, it's just absolutely textbook perfect Mercy, okay? I think where you struggle is as we got further and further into the VOD, I could feel you panic more, in which case that's when the mistakes started to happen. That's when we started to res late and start to doubt ourselves. That's when we started to have the weird rotations. That's when, you know, we end up kind of dying when we shouldn't have done, okay? And that's where I want you to start working on first, Froggy, is I want you to try and, first of all, try to work on kind of make sure that we're staying calm throughout the entire thing so we can keep ourselves up for the entire thing, okay? My second thing for you is I want you to, with your Valks, just make sure that we're using them at the correct times, because we're either too late or we just kind of used a Valk when we didn't need to, okay? Just really, like, for example, with the bomb, when you attacked first point to begin with, when bomb's happening, we don't need to Valk for that, because we can res with the, what's called the zoning of the bomb. So we're not desperate to do any of that, okay? But I think one of my biggest kind of key piece of advice for you, Froggy, is literally just work on trying to think, okay, does my team need my Valk here? Yes or no? Do I need that extra healing? Do I need that extra damage boost onto everyone? And just really kind of wait up before we go for that Valk. Because it's either yes, and then we, you know, we do need it to kind of save everyone, or we can maybe save it for another team fight or pair it with something else, okay? But with that, Froggy, a really, really great VOD, and obviously, please keep playing your Mercy, because I really do love watching you and your Mercy VOD views. But yeah, just want to say thank you so much for on YouTube as well as on Twitch for watching this. If you guys do want your own Mercy VOD review, I do talk about it at the beginning of the video. But as well, if you want any of my own gameplay, there's 2 links down below. The first one is to my main YouTube channel, where I have all of my games that I play myself, so you can see how I play, basically. And my second one, as well, is obviously for the Twitch as well, where basically everything is recorded live. There's also my Discord as well, which will be linked down below as well, so if you do want to go check out the Discord, you are more than welcome to. Yeah, just once again, thank you so much for the lovely VOD, and I'll see you all later. Bye!